Hi friends, welcome to the Tricky by Rajesh. In this video, we are going to discuss about the most important topic, that is the cardiac cycle. Okay, in the previous videos, I already told you about the human circulatory system as well as the structure of heart. In this video, we are going to discuss about the cardiac cycle. Okay, so we need to understand how the contraction of heart takes place, how the blood movement or movement of blood takes place in the heart, that is seen in the cardiac cycle. Okay, come back to the topic. We need to understand that you know that already about the structure of heart, right? So this is a four-chambered heart. Just you consider to understand the topic. This is a four-chambered heart. This is our four-chambered heart. Okay. Considering the two auricles and the two ventricles. This is a right auricle and this is a left auricle. This is a right ventricle and the left ventricle. Okay, these are four chambers. Upper are the auricles and the lower are the ventricles. Okay, so come back to the topic, that is the cardiac cycle. When you consider that cardiac cycle, you just remember two words. Okay, you just remember the two words, that is the diastole or the diastole and the systole. Okay, by remembering these two words, you can explain the entire concept very easily. Okay, you just remember the words systole and diastole. Okay, diastole is nothing but the relaxation. Okay, relaxation of heart, that is nothing but the diastole. It's the phase where relaxation of heart takes place. And the systole, come back to the systole, is the contraction of heart. Okay, how the contraction of heart takes place at the systole phase. Okay, where, and coming back to the heart, we have the, I already told you, four chambers, two auricles and the two ventricles, right? Right auricle and the left auricle, right ventricle and the left ventricle, right? So coming back, so we have four chamber auricles and ventricles. We know the words, two words, that are systole and diastole also. So what is the diastole? That is the relaxation phase of the heart, and the systole is the contraction of heart. Okay, so now enter when the cardiac cycle means it's a cycle we're continuously going on and on and on, right? It's uniform cycle we're going on and on. So we need to understand how the cardiac cycle is taking place. Okay, we can write it from anywhere because it's a cycle, right? We can start it from anywhere. So I'll be starting with auricular systole. Okay, auricular systole, it is the stage. Okay, so word itself says, and the second one is the, so we have auricles, so auricular systole, and also ventricles, right? This is a ventricular systole. And the third stage is joint diastole. Okay, I'll explain it. Okay, joint diastole. So coming to the auricular systole. Okay, auricular systole, the word itself says auricles are systole. Systole is contraction of auricles taking place here. Okay, contraction of auricles taking place. Just we write here, these are lungs. You just consider for the understanding purpose, these are lungs. Okay, the blood is moving through, the blood is moving to the auricles. From where it is moving? From pulmonary veins. Okay, the blood is moving to the left auricles from the pulmonary veins. You just consider here, pulmonary veins, from the pulmonary veins through the lungs. Okay, it is a means. Okay, it is a means, pulmonary veins. From blood is moving from the pulmonary veins to auricles. We already told you about the valves, right, in the previous video, and we have a valves. Tricuspid and a bicuspid valves are present. Okay, bicuspid is present at the left auricle and the left ventricle, and between the right auricle and the right ventricle we have a tricuspid valves. Okay, from lungs through the pulmonary veins, it is a means through blood is flowing to the auricles. So contraction, where auricles are contracting now. From pulmonary veins, blood is flowing to the auricles, and to the right auricles and the right ventricles. Okay, what are going from where the right auricles getting the blood? From the You just think, I'll write in a red color, okay? From the vena cava, okay? From vena cava, okay? From vena cava, the blood is coming, okay? Blood is coming from vena cava. Okay, just consider it from vena cava. Okay, coming back. So blood in the auricles. Now auricles are the stage of contracting. When the auricles are in contraction, the ventricles are in relaxed position. Okay, this is an auricular systole stage. So auricles are in contraction stage. Okay, so now the blood is receiving. That is the pulmonary veins. This is an oxygenated blood. Remember it. From the pulmonary veins to the left auricles, that is the oxygenated blood. Okay, it is an oxygenated blood. From here, it is an oxygenated blood. Where all are now auricles are in a systole stage, where ventricles are in diastole stage, where it is relaxing. Now blood comes here, and where the pressure is more, and the walls are wide open. Both sides the walls are wide open now. The blood flows into here, ventricles. Okay, the blood moves through the ventricles. Okay, so now the walls are wide open. This is a bicuspid wall and the tricuspid wall. The blood moves here. Okay, blood movement here takes place to the ventricles. Okay, now this is about the auricular systole. Auricles are in contraction. Contraction takes place in the auricles now. Now next phase is where blood enters the ventricles, both ventricles. So now the blood is in ventricles are in a systole stage. Systoles is contraction. Ventricles now contracting. Okay, now ventricles are in contraction stage, where the blood is completely, now when ventricles are in contraction stage, auricles are in relaxed stage. Okay, where the bicuspid and tricuspid walls are closed now. The moment when the ventricles contracted, where the atrioventricular walls are closed, the closure of atrioventricular walls produces the sound, that is the lub. Lub sound is produced at the when the atrioventricular walls are closed. At that time, lub sound is produced. Okay, at that time, atrioventricular walls. Okay, that is the AV valves. When AV valves closed, that time the lub sound is produced. This takes place. I forgot to tell you that auricular systole stage, it takes place in a 0.1 second. Okay, it takes place in a 0.1 second. The complete auricular systole stage takes place in a 0.1 second. Okay, come back to here. This is a ventricular systole. How ventricular systole takes place? Now ventricles are contracting, auricles are relaxing, and the ventricles, where now the blood is moved from auricles to ventricles, the closure of valves takes place. See, you just consider the movement of blood, and the walls are, that cusp likes are present. Okay, cusps are present. So the moment where the blood enters and the closed, when the pressure is more, the ventricles, and in the ventricles the pressure is more, right? So the blood comes out through aorta. Okay, this is an aorta. You just consider this is an aorta. Through aorta to organs. Okay, organs are body parts. It divides through many organs. Okay, many organs. It goes on and goes on through the means, that is the aorta. From left ventricle to outside, that is the aorta. And from organs to where it will enter, it will again enter into the right auricles. Okay, through vena cava. Okay, you just consider here is a right, here vena cava is present, right? So through vena cava, it enters into right artery. This is cardiac cycle I am explaining. Through left ventricle, it enters to the organs. So blood is in right ventricle also. So what going to takes place here? In the right ventricle also, from right ventricle, the blood flows to the lungs. Okay, you just don't confuse it. Okay, I'll explain easily. In the auricular systole, the blood moves. That is the oxygenated blood, and this is the deoxygenated blood. Okay, this is the deoxygenated blood. And this is completely oxygenated blood in the auricular systole, where through the pulmonary veins blood enters to the auricles, and the valves, atrioventricular valves are open, and blood enters to the left ventricles. Now now where ventricles are in a systole, that means contraction taking place in the ventricles. Now through blood is moving outside through the aorta to the other organs, okay, and through the organs it enters into the right atrium, okay, right auricles, and where the right ventricle takes place the deoxygenated blood into the lungs. This is about the ventricular systole. This is about the ventricular systole, and it takes place about the 0.3 seconds. Okay, it takes place in the 0.2 second. At the phase which is present, all the body, I mean all the four chambers are in a relaxed state. All the four auricles, both auricles, left auricle and right auricle, right ventricle and the left ventricle, all the four chambers are in relaxed state. That is the joint diastole. That is nothing but the joint diastole, where you know that from the right ventricle and the left ventricle, from the left ventricle aorta is arise, from the right ventricle, pulmonary, okay, this is a pulmonary artery, right? Pulmonary artery is present here. You just think, I already told you, from the right ventricle pulmonary arteries, they have a semilunar valves now. Okay, you remember that through the semilunar valves only the blood moves to the aorta, and through the semilunar valve of right ventricle it moves to the pulmonary artery. Okay, so that semilunar valves are closed. Okay, at the relaxed stage where semilunar valves are closed at the moment, where it produces the dub sound. Okay, it produces the dub sound. It produces the sound, that is the dub, where by closing the semilunar valves. Okay, semilunar valves are closed. Semilunar valves are closed. Where by closing a atrioventricular valves, lub sound is produced. Okay, that is by closing. Okay, don't confuse. By closing of atrioventricular valves, that is in the ventricular systole, lub sound is produced. Where dub sound is produced at the giant diastole stage, where semilunar valves are closed. Okay, it takes place, giant diastole takes place about the 0.4 second, and the complete cycle is going to take place about the 0.8 seconds. Okay, you remember, and the cycle repeats going on uniformly again and again. Okay, I hope you understand the video. Okay, thank you. Please like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.